This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
To the air, it's Levitt. Quickly to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Green. There he goes. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him, they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Handoff, Durham running left.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Makes the grab. It's Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. And they can't make the connection on third down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye week sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the back.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Reed to throw for it on fourth. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Going with the counter play here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now here's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The field goal is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Durham. Breaks the tackle. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Play fake, Reed. There's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got it down the field. They make the stop after the big passing play, but now the question is, will it stand? And so a huge gain is negated by an illegal forward pass. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Durham. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go right back to the run. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals.
Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.